wife now to get a riding gear on. We're going to go out and test this little bike out now and see what she thinks of the rear seat. Could be interesting, just try it on a bit of sealed road, bit of dirt stuff. Give you an opinion whether or not it's worth $170 Australian to sit on this. Plus we'll see if it's any different to ride now with the chain adjusted, oiled and so on. She's a true bikie now, she's got all the riding gear. Even on gloving up. Whatever.
Okay. I'm trying to put this on. Okay.
Let us ride. Let's get on this 8 horsepower of pure raw power. I'll go down the bottom of the driveway there and then we'll kick it into gear. Okay, we've got it. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. What do you find there? Enough seat there to sit on?
Yeah.
Does it feel okay?
Yep.
We keep, yeah, we're kidding 1960 or something wearing wagon train. Is it forward ho? Or is it let's ride? Let's ride, are you ready? Oh, yeah. Unleash the power. We're off. Okay guys, out to the scrub. It appears to be a little bit quieter on the bike today. I think a lot of that other noise I might have been hearing was chain whistle or slap. So I think the chain adjustments made a little bit of difference to it. Just slow it down here. Today's virtually the start of the long weekend, so there's going to be a lot of traffic on the road. So we're just going out on a nice looking car, bit of a back road run. I think when I get back on today's run I might actually, not today but tomorrow, I might give the bike an oil change. I've given it a few hard runs through the paddocks lately and around here, so what's it on now? About 420 kilometres, probably be pushing 450 kilometres by the time I get home, so I think I might just do me oil change, do it myself. I actually got the wife to pick me up some oil while she was down the street at the Honda shop, so I figure a bike like this would be pretty simple to do the oil change, so might as well change her over. So today's run or jaunt out is just to let you know how she finds that pillion seat what we purchased. Once again, windy day. And now we are 80 kilometres an hour, 2 up. And that's the speed zone for this area. And away we go. We're heading to the forest. Nice day today in Australia. Round about, oh, baby magpie. Round about shade over 20 degrees. Hey guys, so look at these brakes, really good. So we're on dirt now. There's no doubt the bike's a lot better or more improvement now since I adjusted the chain. I'm not listening to that chain noise, and that's what it was. Chain was too loose. I could probably do another slight adjustment on it. Maybe when I do the oil change I'll come back and do a couple more clicks more. But it's definitely an improvement in that line. So any of you guys, when you pick up your bike, first tip I can give you, keep an eye on that chain, because it appears to slacken or loosen really quick, and I think I'd put that down to the quality's not much good on the chain, that is. The bike's real good. I think tomorrow or the next day we're going to jump to somewhere between 24 27 degrees Celsius, so there'll be a lot of people around then because of the long weekend and the holiday period. Here we are at Kinross Forest. I suppose you guys want to see me unleash the power. So we are running along quite nicely in the forest. Two up, so combined weight roughly 300 pounds. Fair climb here. And I'm not flattening the bike in full throttle or anything, I'm just taking it easy on it. There's no hurry, the wife's on the back, and give her any scares on this bike and she won't get on anymore, so we're not out to give her a thrilling ride. But as we go down along here, this is a nice wooded area. This is all state forest. I think by the time the weekends come it'll be hard to get anywhere down along here. There'll be that many people milting around this forest. I might go out on a weekend ride, but I think I might even go out to, I've got a nice secluded road I can take the bike out on and go out that way. So I'll just take you through this little area. If you haven't been on this road before, hope you don't think I'm not too hard on our bike. Although I must admit, while you guys haven't been around, I have given it to it a few times. But that's what happens when you lend me something. You know, you can't trust anyone with someone else's property. They get a bit carried away and sort of abuse it. And that's exactly what I did. Forward, oh Julie. Woo! I think this is a nice relaxing little ride down along this road. Very rarely see traffic down here, but I suppose they must come out every now and again. It's a quiet little spot to go. Best thing about riding these roads, you've got a rough idea where the bumps and that are going to come up if you run them regularly enough. Coming up here now, I always slow down for. So once again, you can come on this brakes pretty hard. Drop back a couple of gears, no drama whatsoever. So Still, if you're on the fence about thinking one of these and you just want to ride around at a leisurely pace, perfect bike for that. Pretty sure you could clock up quite a few miles on this bike in one day. Got good torque coming up here. It's a fairly steep climb and not flat or anything. When I came over here the other day, there's a really bad pothole and there it is there. Wow. So you get to know where all these things are and you can just motor on regardless. There you are, back in top gear, cruising along at 40 k's and no trouble whatsoever. Really nice little drive, and best thing about this, if I want to run this track for an afternoon, say 3 minutes from when I leave the house, I can get out here and do this one anytime I want it. This next rise is a little bit risky because it's got a lot of loose gravel on it, especially on the other side, like now. So you can feel the bike moving around there. That's where I think I could do with better tyres, to go over these areas, and that's the area I'm going to move into, better tyres. I think it'd make a good ride better. Plenty of swallows around here today. Might just go down this way and have a look. Might give you a full tour. Another magpie on the road. One thing about Australia, plenty of magpies everywhere. Last time I was up along this road was on the CT125 adventure, and it was really rough up here, but looks like they've been along here and smoothed it all out because it was like a horror sketch. I got bounced and chucked around the road that bad along here, along this part now. I thought to myself, I'll never come back along here again, but no, they've graded it. Private property. Okay, Jules, you've been on this bike now for roughly 15 k's. You've tried out the new seat. What do you think?
Good. There's enough room for me there. Comfy enough. And yeah, I didn't even feel the bump as much as when you hit the bump over there.
So do you prefer it more than the pillow, or? The
cushion, well, at least it's not going to fall off.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so do you think it's worth $170 to sit on, or what? Not sure about that?
Not sure about that.
Well,
yeah, it's just
it's all right for you because you never paid for it.
Enough room to put your, little bottom there.
Oh, well, climb on and we'll just show holding onto the bike in case you roll it.
Hands there. So you can put
okay, just sit there. Just be careful in case you move around and you roll it. All right, there's still a bit of room at the back there.
Yeah.
And best thing about it, and I will say this, apart from the trousers or the things, the bike camouflages as well pretty well in here. And how about I just leave you there and we'll catch up with you later.
No.
Well, and another thing I better point out, watch out for that brown snake on the ground. Wrong side, this side. See, it's always a snake, you don't see it bite you. Anyway, okay, well I'll hang on to this bike while you get off in case it falls the wrong way. Okay. Whoa there. Yeah, so overall guys, that's about it there. There's a small seat there. She seems to think it's all right. There's still a bit of room to put me milk crate if I want to go milk crating, which I probably will. The bike appears to be running all right with that little pillion seat on it. The best thing about it, It's got your little Honda sign on the back, so it does look a perfect match for the bike itself. So I think overall, that part of the ride, trying out the seat. So what do you reckon? It was well worth it?
Yeah.
You know, like you don't mind it? Or do you want to go back to the pillar, or?
No, this one.
Tell you what, it's not a bad day out here, is it? Look at that bull running around the paddock. I wouldn't like to be in there either. He looks fairly excited over there, kicking up a bit of running through the scrub.
Oh, yeah.
Bit toey. But anyway, we'll head up on our travels. I think best thing for me today, as far as things go, was the chain adjustment. That helped this bike immensely, and something I should have got in and done probably at 200 kilometres, guys. So that's a good tip. If you get one of these bikes, first thing you do at around 200 k's, adjust that chain, because I wouldn't class it as a good quality one, or it doesn't appear a good quality one to me compared to other bikes I've had lately, and I've had nothing to them. So that'll be one of the first things I'll be doing later on. Rip a good quality chain on it, and I'll also be at a later date upgrading these tyres which come with the bike to a really good set to make a really nice complete package. So that's my thoughts on that, and we will catch up with you later, and we'll continue motoring on. See you then. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you think about subscribing, please do. And once again, all those people that have subscribed to the channel, I appreciate your support.